Working?
Yeah, we're good. See that cupboard up there? It's full of killer bees.
We're in cowboy land out here, guys.
Oh, mercy. Look at all those
this
guards
up,
up on the top there.
Mercy, mercy me.
I gotta go get some big blues on.
Just gonna basically open the damn thing up. And
We're gonna open the door now.
Okay, we ready, everybody? Get into position.
Just say, okay.
Woo! Okay, a new mean hive of bees. I mean, these are Africanized. You notice how they look like honeybees? Yeah, look at them. Oh, you can see them. They look exactly like the old honeybees that we were used to, but they're Africanized. No matter what they're doing right now has nothing to do with their genetics. They're still Africanized honeybees and deadly as hell. Oh, very good question, actually. What makes a bee Africanized? They're created by man. They're a crossbreed in 1957. They were created in Brazil, and that's why there's a Brazilian of them. God, I tell you, how do I do it? So they are a cross between the South African honeybee and the European honeybee, and they're a crossbreed. They're called Africanized because the African gene is the dominant gene, and so the problem with them is they're unpredictable, and the tendency toward aggression is huge, absolutely huge. The ones this morning, though, at the cemetery, if we would have let them come out and light up, they would have been a 5. But we couldn't let them do that because there were enough dead people in the cemetery. How do I do it?
Oh.
Okay, you got it? Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Is it possible to relocate them?
Okay, well, people always ask that, are we going to relocate them? And emphatic no. And the reason is that now everybody sees these and they think, oh, pollinators, come here. I want to show everybody this in the sun.
Yeah.
So everybody thinks, oh, they pollinate, aren't they good? No, because they are an invasive species. They compete with our native pollinators.
Then how do you tell a difference between a honeybee and the Africanized bee?
Well, Africanized bees are honeybees. And you can't tell the difference. The European and the Africanized look exactly the same, and so does the African, but we don't have any of those here. In Africa, there are no Africanized honeybees, and in the Americas, there are no African honeybees, only Africanized. All right? Mm-hmm. So they look exactly the same, and to us, it wouldn't matter if there were any because we are very pro-native species. We are trying to save some of our native bees. That was about it, huh?
That's it. A lot of nectar. Yeah.
Any comb that we get that is perfect, we sell, of course, and eat. We eat the living hell out of it.
Wow, they're gathering here.
Yeah, they're gathering there also. So what Host is going to do now, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and coat that because this is a POS trailer. It's a little fixer-up. It's a Walter White special. So Host is going to coat where they were with the undercoating. You've seen him do that before. And they, because it matched the pheromones where they had landed, where they built comb, because it soaks into the wood, and it smells good, and a new infestation can happen. And that's why when Carl called and said, hey, we got bees back in that cupboard, I thought for sure he meant the one down below here.
Right.
Where we'd been before. Well,
they're gathering here.
He didn't. This is a brand new situation. People will ask me, you know, they'll call 6 months later and say, well, that hive that you got rid of moved over to the other side of the house. And I have to tell them, dead things don't move.
So how often do you guys get stung?
Oh, all the time. If you watch the rest of our videos, the full vids are on YouTube, we get stung all the time. And yes, they can sting through the suits, which is a pain in the ass because no one makes bee suits, no one makes equipment for what we do except Rigid, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty much, huh?
They do it with us in mind.
Yeah. He's just using a non-toxic spray adhesive now to, because if their wings are stuck together, they can't fly around, and who cares? Now, also, I want everybody to know that just because these guys were like a class 2 right now, not a class 5, does not mean tomorrow morning they wouldn't have been a class 5, or in an hour, or whatever. So, how they're behaving right now means nothing about their genetics. We don't use a smoker because it doesn't work. It actually, Host has found studies that said that it actually makes them more agitated. Go figure. but they're Africanized honeybees. Who knows? Power washer, well, that would have ruined an already beautiful trailer.
Someone said, burn that building down. It's a mess.
Oh, God, you know, we hear that all the time. For all those of you that want us to burn everything, you're going to have to brush those down, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you, okay, you know why the North Rim, the Grand Canyon, is burning right now? Do you know why? A controlled fire. A controlled burn. Yeah, that's right. A controlled burn went out of control and burned the old Grand Canyon Lodge. Burned all the buildings on the North Rim.
That's very sad.
It's horrible. No, we're not going to use any fire. Although, if you'd like to send us a flamethrower, make it an exotherm. Oh man, I'd love to get one of those. When those zombies come up the drive, they don't stand a chance. Oh my God! All honeybees are pollinators. All right. All honeybees in the Western in the Americas. Boy, if I had that drilled into my head, everybody's complaining about it's not the Western Hemisphere because that includes parts of Europe and shit. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, you get what I mean. The Americas. Okay, there are no stinging honeybees in the Americas before the colonists came. They're invasive. They don't belong here. Then there's the Africanized, which are deadly invasive species. They were created. They were man-made in Brazil in 1957. So any honeybee that you see on your flowers or coming and going from a crack or a hollow or anywhere, that's an invasive species. The native species are a really good one to Google for your area because there are a lot of native species in the Americas and they vary region to region because they work with different plants and they evolve together. Whereas honeybees, which are invasive species, don't work with the plants. They want to pollinate, rape and pillage, take the nectar. They don't even want to pollinate. It's just by accident, to be honest with you. They want to take the nectar. And they will kill native bees on flowers. They'll drive them off because they're Vikings. They're absolute Vikings. They're absolutely horrible.
So what was the reason to create man-made bees?
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, a good thought. It wasn't a good idea. It's hot in here, okay? Give me a break. Thank God for the cooling vest. Or I would have already signed out. Money. So in European honeybees were known to be sickly and not very good producers of honey in jungle conditions in Brazil. But the South African honeybee was known to be an excellent producer of honey and very disease resistant. So in the genius, they thought, well, let's crossbreed the two, African, European, make Africanized. And again, they're called Africanized because the African gene is the dominant one. That's what the percentage of it is the most of in the Africanized. And so they got a great producer of honey and a very disease-resistant bee to everything. And they also got Satan. They got the worst, meanest insect that we live with now. And if you ask any rancher out here in the Wild West, these are the most dangerous creature that we live with now. Besides each other, of course. Honeybees are listed as livestock in the U.S. by the USDA. They are livestock. They are great for big agriculture and monocropping. All right, that's what honeybees are good for in the Americas. That's all they're good for because they're horrible for our native plants. Not 1 ounce of your food comes from feral hives like this. Not 1 ounce. Not one. Only from the big boys, and they know what they're doing. Leave it to them, you guys. Let them do the breed. They breed their own queens in-house. They have 10,000 hives. They take them around for pollination to the almond fields. Let them do it. If you're keeping bees in your backyard because you think you're helping the native environment, you're not. You're hurting it immeasurably, actually. Well, I think that was a good wrap-up.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You got anything to say about bees full of cupboards full of bees, something full of something?
Look, here's the thing. Here in Arizona, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives are Africanized, and it's been that way here since 1998. The situation hasn't improved, and wherever these bees move in, they dominate. They're the better bee. Unfortunately, they will dominate an ecosystem, they will steal food from the natives, and they will outcompete, outbreed, take over European honeybee hives. Now, if you're in Cochise County and you see honeybees coming and going out of a cupboard like this, any kind of hollow on your property, give us a call. We'll come take care of it. We'll see you guys on the next job. Let's save America's native bees.